What's going on, Team MG? It's Michael Gascon, the Horse Guru, and I'm here with Thunder, and we are working on the Garrocha Stick 101. And you'll notice what I have in my hand is a tarp. I don't have a Garrocha Stick, but this is what I like to start with. The Garrocha Stick represents a spear, and it comes from the beginning of dressage. And in the beginning of dressage, dressage was done originally for soldiers, and they would all carry a spear with them as they were doing dressage. And then over the years, it morphed into a horse show as opposed to a soldier show. Before I do that, I like to get the horses comfortable with the tarp dragging behind them and around them. Notice whenever I turn this horse off and he's a bit spooky, I'm gonna turn him here. And whenever he looks off, notice how I have the tarp and the rein in the same hand. And if he has an issue with this, if he surges without me asking, the reason I have the tarp and the rein in my same hand is so that I can face him up and make him do this. Then I'm gonna get him to back up, then turn off and ask him to move again. Anytime that he surges or worries about it being behind him, we'll face up. And this is a great exercise for any horse, really. Then the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go under it. There we go. Notice I'm always holding it with the same rein as the tarp. The inside rein and the tarp I always have. What I don't want to do is put the tarp in my left hand and hold the reins in my right hand. Because if he gets to spinning to the right and I can't have him face up, it could turn into an accident. So, of course, this guy's a little spooky of this stuff. Look how it's just not a big deal, as long as I can face it up. The important thing here is that your horse is soft. Now I'm going to go over it. On this guy in particular, I have a martingale, but you don't have to have a martingale. You could do this just with a halter or just with a snaffle. Anything you can pull that horse's head around with. This guy is a Frisian Andalusian, and he already came with so much knowledge about how to pick his head up and lock out that I'm just trying to remind him through all of this stuff to keep his head down. So that martingale, anytime that he's not resisting me, is telling him, hey, why don't you put your head down? Hey, why don't you put your head down? So I want to be able to turn into it, go forward, go over it, go forward, face it up, go under it, drag it off again until it gets nice and straight. I want his eye facing towards the inside. You can do this at different speeds. You can trot him off. At the trot, face it up. Then you start going over it, trot off again, and really the Garrocha Stick is just designed, the whole show of it in 2021 is just to show how well trained your horse is, what kind of handle ability does he have, how bomb-proof is he. So I find that this tarp looks scarier, sounds scary, is lighter and easier and more pliable for you to deal with. So right there when he picks his head up, I pull him around, I pull him around, I pull him around, I pull him around. So just like whenever we're desensitizing from the ground, it's so much easier, there we go, when they're going sideways. When he gets a full head of steam forward, this horse is a lot to deal with. But when we have him working sideways, we're shutting down all of his motor. We're making it real difficult for him. So the easy thing becomes to just do it. Go over it, go under it. Anytime he surges, I pull on the rein. Notice now that he's starting to get broker and easier to it, I'll occasionally take my hand off of that inside rein to bring the tarp here and bring it to him faster and bring it to him faster. And I'm waiting for him to spook. And when he does, I'm gonna face him up. This is really gonna help him get softer and easier. And it's really gonna allow me to be prepared to work the Garrocha Stick when I get to it. The thing about the stick or the spear is when you have it in your hand, there's no give to it. The tarp is very pliable, it's very light, it's very easy to deal with. Now the next move that we want to have before we put the stick in our hands is we want to be able to turn under it, away from it, and back to it. That's gonna be an important move for the stick there. Under it, over us, back to it. Well, since this horse has been told again and again, drilled again and again to make sure that he faces it, then that's not too big of a deal, not too hard of a job. If this would have been 2 weeks ago on this guy, there's no way I would have held this horse for this, because he is so spooky and he reacted so hard. And we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Over, forward. Make sure whenever you go under it that you have it stretched out and away from you. Under it. There we go. Under it. And face it. Nice, go over it. Whenever you're going over it, make sure that you're going forward before you go over it. If not, his leg will step on where you're holding and it'll pull it out of your hand, which is not a big deal, but you don't want him to get that kind of release. Go under it. And face it. Good job. Guys, just like that, that's how you prep your horse, especially if you have a spooky horse or a reactive horse and you want to get them on the Garrocha pole. You want to get where they're willing to face it, they're not trying to run from it, and they're willing to go over it, under it, around it, and that's really going to set us up. I'll see you in the next video whenever we work a horse with it.